All right. Grace, mercy, and peace from him who is and was and is to come very soon, I suspect. This is Rogue Diabetic, and welcome to the digital wilderness. So today we're going to do another Chem, you know what, video. And instead of and this is a couple days after my last one. But instead of me showing you a trail of Chem, we're gonna look at the clouds of Chem. Okay. Because, well, I mean, the sky wasn't as gross and fucking nasty this morning as it is right now, which is what I'm gonna show you. But it was and you could see some streaks, but I didn't catch any. I didn't there was nobody right overhead. There wasn't any aircraft streaking Chem across the sky right over my head. It was more like mid or late stage stuff that was kind of pushing over, and I should have got a little bit of something to show you what that looks like. But this is the end result of it. And what I'm going to show you out here right now isn't this was stuff that was being trailed overhead, way off to the east or the west. Okay, my suspicion is the west. That the stuff that I'm about to show you comes, they're streaking it off to the west. Where there's not as many people to be able to show that are going to be able to catch them in the act. And then it pushes off. It pushes off to the east, over into eastern Nebraska, where most of the population is. They're not gonna do a lot of streaking over where I'm at, or not as much streaking over where I'm at, because there's too many. Everybody in Nebraska lives in the east. Most of the people in Nebraska live in the eastern third of the state. But I'm going to show you the final result of what happens. All right, so this is what it ends up looking like. Look at that. All that low, nasty bank of nasty chem clouds. I mean, and it's just there's a little patch of blue there, but I mean, it's mostly just this kind of really high bank of hanging nasty chem clouds. Okay, and this wasn't back in olden times. You would see skies like this, where there would be a bank of clouds, like a cover, like a total cloud cover, but it would be lower for one thing. And before something like this would happen, instead of seeing streaks across the sky, you would see these high towering cumulonimbus clouds. I mean, they were called we call them thunderheads, and they would typically form out to the west. They would typically come out of the Rockies to the west, and they would be high. They would be vertical. Okay, not horizontal, and not just these streaks that we see now. And they would be these huge, and then they would push in, and once they pushed in, they might cover the cloud. They might cover the sky for a day like that, or a few hours at least. And when they did come in, they would drop rain. Okay, they would drop inches of rain sometimes. And then they would push off, and by the next morning, it would be bright blue again. Okay. So, but that's not the way it's been for the last couple years, at least. And I don't even remember. You used to be able to see the stars out here at night. And there's very few nights where you can just like the Milky Way, or what they call the Milky Way, whatever that exactly is. I mean, you could see billions of stars. I mean, you could lay down on the ground and lay up and look up to the sky, and it would just be stars, and you could see the moon every night, and you could watch the phases of the moon. And now it's like, I mean, it's been almost like a month since I've seen the moon. Now out here, even out here, okay, and I'm out where it's like it was always more difficult. Even like I remember growing up when I was younger, to see like the full night sky in the cities because of because of all the light, all the artificial light on the ground, and the interference that caused. But out in like out in Hicksville, out in Brigadoon, out in I mean out where there is more cows than people. I mean, like when you would look up at the night sky, I mean, you could see it all, but not anymore. Not with a bank of nasty clouds of chem covering the sky anymore, and it's gross. It really is gross. This is one of the grosser. This is a pretty gross day, but not atypical for the past year or two. But yeah, but not near as nasty as some of the days there were this summer, where there was just this lake. I mean, it was almost like you could tell that you were breathing it in. Just nasty, gross chem. Some of that was supposedly from the smoke from some of the wildfires, which I don't know, maybe not. But I mean, it was really disgusting. And today is another disgusting day. But it's just like it's kind of like the new normal. So anyway, I love you guys. Jesus is coming. Repent. Tell him you're sorry. Okay? Put your faith and your hope in him for your salvation. Like, share, subscribe. I'm out.